Hi guys, Doc here, and I'm going to show you one of the ways that I consistently make anywhere from 200 to 500,000 rubles per run using no keys, only about 15 minutes of time, and my Lamborghinis on my PMC or on my scav. So check out the video, watch it all the way to the end so you'll learn all the locations that you need to hit. And if this video helps you and gets you out of that economic downturn that you're in right now that brought you to this video, then by all means, drop a like, leave a comment, let me know that I helped you out, and consider subscribing for more content just like this. Thanks for watching. So one of the main things here is when I do this loot run, I try to take as little gear as possible. However, I always want to take at least a juk rig and a berkut backpack. A pistol with a single magazine is usually fine. If you want to feel safer, you can also take some meds with you. But ultimately, you're looking for as empty of a gamma as you can get, which should be pretty much completely empty. One pistol, one magazine, backpack, and a rig with plenty of carrying capacity. So let's get right into it. Alright, so we have our spawn here over on the railroad tracks extract. So the first stash we're going to hit is right here. As you can see, we've already got ourselves a rig, and that's going to help us to expand our carrying capacity. Let's move on to our second stash. As we come down towards the barrels and the train tracks there's another barrel stash in the ground. Look at that. We've already found ourselves a piece of paracord. Now you can adjust this run based upon where you spawn, but the principle remains the same. We want to hit as many stashes as fast as we can and then get out. This is actually a fairly convenient spawn point for doing these types of loot runs. Look at that, we already got ourselves a P90. So far we found ourselves a rig and a firearm in this stash. Let's continue on. There's another stash here between these two bushes. We're gonna hit that one. Toilet paper. And again, the key here is you want to get as much stuff as you can. So it doesn't really matter what it is, you can min-max later on. Another barrel stash here in the ground. And then we're gonna take our longest jog to get to the next item. So I usually try to keep my head slot, my headphone slot, my face mask slot, all that stuff open, because even something like a face mask, like say a shroud face mask, can go for 20 to 25k directly to a trader. So always try to keep those slots open, and then you can gear yourself up as you go along. If you're real lucky and you hit a lot of stashes and you get a lot of stuff, great. The more you get, the better. You can put it on your body and that helps you carry more stuff out. But that's one of the reasons I also don't take armor. I don't want to have to choose between the armor that I have on or being overweight to shove it in my backpack, thus taking up more room, things along those lines. So always go basically as naked as possible with a pistol, backpack, and a rig with lots of carrying capacity to make the most out of your loot runs. Pro tip, don't waste stamina jumping over these. Just run towards them and look up, and your character will go over them. No need to waste stamina jumping. That'll only slow you down, especially doing that crossing there, because you're going to have to jump 4 times if you decide that you want to jump. Now, everybody knows about this stash underneath of here. So we'll go ahead and loot that. Got ourselves a beret, some duct tape, balaclava, vodka, a relay. And again, don't worry about min-maxing just yet. Once you fill up that juk rig that you have on, then you can start worrying about doing some of the min-maxing. There's also a weapon box here. Always check weapon boxes. I've been pretty fortunate with finding things like M203s, GP25s, particularly out of those green boxes. So if they're on your path already, go ahead and hit them. Next stash is going to be inside of the edge of this bush right here. There's a barrel cache. Remember guys, we're taking everything. I'm taking everything to start with. Gamma the things that are extremely important to you. Gamma the most expensive items that you have at any point in time, so that if you die, you always get those out. But for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to do that at this particular moment. Actually, here we got a paracord, a vodka. Look at that, we got ourselves some glasses, piece of paper. I believe that you can do the trade on that piece of paper there. Now, I don't recommend going up any closer. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and bust back out to the main road. I know that there's one just past this couch up here. Another buried barrel cache. We're going to hit that one. And there it is. So just off the, I guess that'd be the Ollie entrance there, straight out. Buried barrel cache up along the road. Got some nails. All right, so at this point our Juk is full. So we're gonna go ahead and start transferring the things that are, you know, that we know we're not gonna wanna throw out. We'll throw those into that TV rig that we picked up. Otherwise they just start going into the backpack, the items that we know we wanna keep. There's a couple of these guardrails here that you actually do have to jump over, this being one of them, and also the one that comes right after it. So make sure when you're coming through here that you're saving your stamina. Right now we're at 7 minutes. Okay, 7 minutes and we've already looted half the stashes. So I say this run is extremely profitable and it's relatively quick to do. And it doesn't look like we have a lot here, right? But boom, there's a skull ring, there's a broken LCD, there's a toilet paper, which is worth basically nothing. All right, so that skull ring, that's another 45k, 40k-ish, somewhere in there. And again, that's basically direct to trader. Okay, that's not even really having to sell it on the flea market. That's just getting your money real quick so that you can turn it around and then get right back out. And the nice thing about this is that there are players that will do stash runs, okay? There are. You're gonna run into players every now and then, but again, if the only thing that you're losing is a pistol, a backpack, and a rig, you're not really losing that much. All right? Now, while you're out doing these runs, take that opportunity to hydrate. Fill up on your hydration and your food. Every chance that you get, it's gonna level your metabolism, just like mine just went up there to level 23. And on top of that, it's gonna make sure that if you die, you're not wasting stuff that you have in your inventory to get back up to full health and, sorry, not health, but hydration and energy. So just hydrate and eat along the way. No big deal. All right, we've got something. Look at that. We got ourselves a Juk rig. So we'll take those out, drop that. We'll place the Juk rig in here. Now we've got a magnet, some strike cigarettes. Those are fine. We've also got a duffel bag along this route. Canopade, I believe that there's a trade for that. I don't recall off the top of my head what it is. Next stash is going to be right here. Look at that. Now we just got ourselves some armor too. And another pistol. Alright, so now we can kind of min-max a little bit. Obviously we want the armor, so let's go ahead and put that on. Take the pistol. We'll leave the USB-A. We really don't need that for anything. I don't think that that thing has any value in this game whatsoever, as far as I know. Our way down here, there's going to be a duffel bag and 2 more stashes over there by the little encampment. We're going to hit those. And then there's a weapons box and another stash closer to the extract. And we're going to hit those as well. And that's pretty much going to be the run. I'll show you where those places are. Okay, see, now we have some decisions to make. Do we need a battery for a quest? If so, great. If not, maybe don't take the battery. But in this case, we're going to leave it simply because we don't need it. That light bulb is probably still worth about 10 to 12k, so we'll take that. That battery is going to take up 6 slots, and it's going to weigh us down a lot, and it's really only worth probably 45 to 50k, so we're kind of min-maxing here a little bit. Unless you need it for a quest. If you need it for a quest, it's a great place to find them. Tubes. Got some chops here, some ears rather. Take those, we'll leave the cap. Hit this stash here. USEC ball cap, green flare. Always a good thing to have laying around. Alright, two more things to hit and then we're out. Now if you really want to get froggy, you can go up and you can hit the weapon box that sits up there. But I usually just bypass that in favor of making a relatively clean extract. Always be aware when you come across here, there are enemies, scavs that tend to spawn right there near that little guardhouse. So just be aware of that as you're making your run. Also, obviously, you're going to have some extract campers potential. They like to camp up there, up along the rooftop there. And then they also like to camp back here in these woods. So just kind of always be aware of that. Right now we're at almost 12 minutes. And look, we got ourselves an Iskra. Look at that. We got an MMAC rig out of this. Some Action SX ammo and a 6L31 magazine. So we're going to transfer over the things that we really want to keep. We're going to leave the green flare. Take the bulb and the tube. Drop that Zook rig. Take this. Alright. Alright, off we go to the last stash and then we're out of here. Also check these boxes. Sometimes you can get some good rare ammo spawns out of here. That MMAC rig, I'm not sure how much it's... I don't even know if you actually can sell it on the flea market. I don't believe that you can. But I think it goes to a trader for somewhere around 70 or 80k. Alright, we got duct tape, meds, and a fleece. Alright, that's the run. So it doesn't look like a lot of money, but look at the equipment that we got. We got a P90 out of this. You can sell a P90 easily or use it, but you can sell a P90 easily for 50k. That rig that I got up, that's easily another 50k. All the assorted other goodies here. The 6L31 magazine, you can sell that for a ton. The magnet, you know, usually ranges anywhere from 10 to 25k. Machine parts, another 12k. The ears, not really sure what those are going for because I never see them. Skull, 45k. Vodka, 20k. Paracord, 20 to 30k. Broken LCD, you're looking at, you know, 12 to 20k. Just depends on the market and what time of day it is. So anyway, that's my stash run. That's how I make a ton of money on Tarkov. Relatively easy and relatively quickly.